You lived out in Las Vegas for a while and you've trained with Floyd Mayweather Senior. I've seen you on the pad with him many times. How did that relationship with Nate come? Is it through the affiliation with the gym?
Yeah, I went out there in the summer, summer last year. I mean, I'm always training at Floyd's gym, around Floyd and the Money team, and that's where I saw Nate training other fighters, other pros there. And you know, I didn't actually go out there with the intention of finding a trainer, but I'd watch him every day in and day out, and I'd say, you know, this guy knows what he's doing. I like his style. Then eventually I said, you know what, I'm going to give this guy a try. So I went up to him and I said, let's do some work. Take me on the pads, and I wanted to hear his thoughts on boxing. I wanted to find out his mindset, and everything just seemed right. We just seemed to gel very, very quickly, which doesn't usually happen for me. Usually people in the gym, I think, I end up thinking they're full of it. You know, they're saying things and they're pretending like they know what they're doing or they know what they're saying, but really it's bullshit. To put it lightly, a lot of these guys are pretenders, or wannabes. I could see Nate really knew what he was talking about. He was real. So we worked throughout the summer, and then I ended up flying him out to England. He stayed with me for maybe a month at the end of the year, end of 2018. Then he went home for Christmas and New Year's, and he came back beginning of this year, and he's been staying with me ever since. We've been working every day.
So on February 23rd, are we going to see a different Eubank Jr. style?
I believe so. I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm 29 years old. I've been in the game a long time. I'm not going to just be some completely different fighter. But I think you're going to see a new side to me, to what I can do. A more focused, a more strategic way of fighting, not just all heart. I've got heart. Everyone knows I've got heart. Everyone knows I've got strength and power and speed. You got to be smart. You got to do things effectively and at the right times, and that's a lot of what we've been working on throughout this training camp.
Chris, weight-wise, I know this is at 168. You fought Groves at 168. Predominantly, you've been fighting at 160 most of your career. Where does the future Chris Eubank Jr. be? Is that which weight category? They're both stacked with a lot of fighters, top-level fighters. But I guess you would want to be a world champion again. And where's the easiest route for you? And do you feel like you carry power into 168?
I don't know if I can say the easiest route. It's not about how easy it is or how hard. It's about the opportunities that are in front of me. If I get an offer to fight at middleweight for a world title after this fight, I'll take it. If there's an opportunity to fight for a world title at super middleweight, I'm going to take it. I'm not a natural super middleweight, but my heart, my grit and determination has enabled me to fight these bigger guys and still be effective. So for me, it's just whatever route makes the most sense at the time is the route that I will take, whether it's a super middleweight or middleweight.
You mentioned about routes. Obviously, what's your current status on your promotional? Obviously, I know you find an ITV box office, a massive platform. But moving forward, are you looking to align yourself with a certain promoter or just stick with ITV for the audience that we have
I'm with PBC,
okay.
Now Haymon.
Okay, so officially with Al?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm officially on that
roster
for the foreseeable future, at least the next 3 fights.
Okay.
And it's a great establishment. He is a very, very wise man, Al Haymon, and he's built an empire. I'm very happy with the situation I'm in with him and his team.
How did that relationship come back with Al?
I guess through my father. Yeah, my father. I don't know how they met or how they got in contact, but at some point after the Groves fight, they would have sat down and discussed my future, and eventually come to an agreement where we would have a certain amount of fights together and just see how things go. Luckily, Al was able to get ITV on board. Obviously, I've got a long history with them already, so it was natural for me to fight on ITV. And yeah, we're in a good place now.
Does that mean we could possibly see you fight on PBC events in the States within the next 3 fights?
For sure, yeah. Me fighting in the States is a very big possibility this year.
Is that something you want as well?
Yes. I've done a lot of work over here in England. It's always been a dream of mine to fight at your Madison Square Gardens, at your, on the Las Vegas Strip.
MGM.
MGM, yeah. All those iconic venues. Watching all your heroes as a kid and as a teen fight in those places. Obviously, you dream about fighting there yourself. So now that I'm with PBC, I can definitely make some of them dreams come true, as long as I do the business against James DeGale in 2 weeks' time.